We have some Q&A, right, Emily or Rebecca? Can you see them?
I sure can. We have some questions. I hope everyone enjoyed that beautiful meditation. And thanks for the talk, Agape. Always such a pleasure. So let's dig into these questions. From Claudia, I love Agape.
Love that.
Sentiment we can all agree with. The feeling is mutual. Hi, Agape. This is wonderful. I'm thriving because I'm blessed to be with my best friend. Our question, though, is how do you define prayer versus meditation?
Thank you. Oh my God, I love this. I love this question. Thank you, Chris. To me, meditation is more passive, where you just lean back and you chant or you breathe, and it's passive. Prayer is very dynamic and participatory. So in prayer, you are asking or you are offering or you are grateful. And whether you have words or not, you are engaged. So I hope that explains it, but it's like, I would say a prayer would be, right now, beloved, I call the beloved, and I say, right now, beloved, I feel mistrusting. Please support me and assist me to know the trust in me, to know the trust in myself and the trust in the greater spirit. And then I allow myself to receive that I ask for. But it's not asking, I mean, sometimes it's praying for others, praying for the world, praying for our friends. So it's praying for me and praying for others. Meditation would be where I go deep into myself and I let my mind wander, and then I'm taken back more into a stillness inside, and maybe I'm out of it, but then I come out and I'm back in this world. So that's to me the distinction. And I love writing down my prayers. Chris, I hope that answers it for you. Does it?
Chris, you can type us again if you have a more specific question for Agape. And then a couple more here. How do you continue to find joy even through the most troubling of times? And that's a question that I think I've heard a lot from folks as well, is that people who feel they are fortunate to have their health and their loved ones are healthy and, are able to tap into that gratitude at this time, but are so deeply impacted by the vast suffering around the world. So how do you sort of reconcile those dueling emotions?
Joy to me, joy is like the sun. The sun is always there, and then there are many clouds. So let's say it's a rainy, cloudy day, and it is a rainy, cloudy day, but the sun is there. It just, we don't see it because it's in another realm or in another vibration. So it is a little bit like the sun is always there, and sometimes the sun is out and sometimes it's not. But even the awareness that joy is completely connected to our spirit and our soul. And when we feel sad, not to stuff it or make it wrong or judge it and say, oh my God, I don't feel joy, I don't feel happiness. That's totally okay. Because if we allow the negative feelings, what we call negative feelings, then that allows us to feel them and then return to the joy. And once I had the opportunity and the blessing to be in the same room as Bono, the amazing Bono of U2. And I was writing the book, Wake Up to the Joy of You. And he said to me in his amazing Irish accent, ask people what robs them of their joy, robs you of your joy. So ask yourself, when you're not joyful, what robs you of your joy? And it could be, for me, it's when other people are not the way I want them to be, to relate to me, I start to feel less joyful. But Agape's joy is Agape's joy. So if I make my joy constantly dependent on how people are or are not, then my joy is going to go up and down. So I'm trying to solidify my joy. So whoever asked us this question, let me just go back and see. I think I lost her. Did we lose her? No?
It was an anonymous attendee.
But my wonderful anonymous attendee, just ask yourself, what robs me of my joy? And then once you become aware of that, see if the joy starts to appear. Fear is a killer of joy. Comparisons is a big fear. Worry is a big killer of joy. So once you nail it and you say, well, I'm worried, so I'm not going to feel joyful. And then you write it down and say, what am I worried about? And unravel it. And then the joy will show up.